So I ended up booking three pilots in the first year, as
Yeah.
well as a bunch of other work. And
Wow, that's
while that
great.
was, and so that's the initial response, right? Is
Okay.
wow, that's incredible. But what we don't think about is what is that doing to a young person's body and
Uh-huh.
development when
Uh-huh.
they're pulled out of routine and social settings and
Yes.
school, and they're in this adult world with adult responsibilities
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Where
even
adults are deferring to you and you're feeling
right,
valued because of what you're doing. I mean,
Yes.
that is a difficult thing for adults to manage. And
Yes.
I always wonder like how kids survive that. You know, how kids survive kind of like you're getting that goodie and that
Yeah.
esteem and that praise at 6 or 7. And as
mm-hmm,
you said, you don't really know how to process that.
Yeah, it's some of the most formidable
right.
years of your life. So how much that really gets, imprinted on you.
Right. And I think it's completely understandable that if it wasn't in the industry, this might happen academically. It could happen
Right.
with
Sure.
sports. It could happen with just family roles that are kind of projected onto you or assumed that you will fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, you cling to it so much that that's all you know as your concept of the world. And so for a lot of young talent, there's that barrier to entry for adult
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't want to say adult entertainment, but you know what I mean, working as
I
an
don't know what you're
adult.
talking about.
Yeah, right. In the industry.
Yes.
And so
Making the
um
transition into being an adult.
yeah, there's
Yeah, yeah.
quite a narrative around
Hmm.
young talent. There's an expectation that most of us will fall off the map or lose momentum or
Right,
not be able to make
Yeah.
that
right.
transition.
Right.
Or people glue you to what they know of you and they start to summarize who you are based on your previous roles when you're a full human. And again, this
Yeah.
doesn't have to just be me in entertainment. This can be whatever you were really great at as a kid. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
then you want to try something new. And someone says, that's not who you are.
I
I know who
know.
you are. And they glue you to
Do you
history.
do you remember feeling that like as a young person, kind of like in the entertainment industry? Did you remember feeling those expectations or what you thought other people's limitations were on you even at that time, at that age?
Oh, absolutely. Because again, I was quite fortunate to have this sort of three-pronged career where on the one hand, I had dance and I was,
Hmm.
performing with these established rappers and hip hop
Yeah.
artists, which was already very unconventional as like a
Hmm.
little white pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You were the little
and
white girl in the video.
right.
Right.
But it was a beautiful way of showcasing what it was like for me to understand different culture, to understand different music genres, to
Hmm.
understand different legacies and be in different spaces that I'm frankly a visitor in. I didn't
Right.
grow up in
Right.
the neighborhoods with Missy,
Mm-hmm.
I
but
didn't even
she
think about
allowed me
that. That must have been really informative for you to be a white
totally.
girl in a space with black entertainers and to have
Mhm.
that experience.